My coworkers just don't like me. What am I to do? I can't get them to like me. That's what this Straight Talk video is about. I'm Greg with Straight Talk Job Tips, and I hope you are going to get some great value from this. If you do, like, share, subscribe, do all those great things. Now, your coworkers don't like you. Why? Maybe you set them off. Maybe you have a negative vibe about you. Maybe you show up late. Maybe you don't participate. Maybe the lack of your work ethic or your work volume puts more on their plate because of you, unrightfully so, perhaps. Maybe you don't bathe. I'm just being real. It sounds kind of funny. You might laugh at that, but maybe you don't. I have known people who, good Lord, you can smell them from about 10 feet away. Well, they won't want to be around you. So all the things I'm telling you, if this is you, do just the opposite, and your coworkers will like you. I'm not talking about building a huge coalition at work. I'm not talking about becoming the superstar employee. I'm just having a conversation with you, or a monologue, if you will, about how to make your coworkers like you. And why is it important to be liked? Well, we like approval. We all do. We are emotional creatures. We are social creatures. We like people to like us. There are some aspects of life where, I just don't care what people think about me. That's okay in certain aspects of life, but at work, it's going to be a tough row for you to hoe if you have your coworkers not liking you when you go to work. Makes for a very difficult environment, stressful. Sometimes it can become hostile. And sometimes it can turn into pressure. And there's a difference between stress and pressure. What's stress? Stress is what you bring in from what you put on yourself from the inside. That's stress. How you react to things creates stress. There are stress reactions that the body, even chemically in the brain, produces. Stress is internal. Pressure is what's brought down upon you from outside. The boss gives you unreasonable deadlines, for example. Gives you unreasonable goals and expectations, and it's the pressure just bearing down on you, right? Stress is you're reacting to it internally. Okay, so if you're under a lot of stress because your friends, I should say your coworkers, who you like to be as friends, right? If they just don't like you, it could create a lot of stress inside. Well, then as they then talk about you further outside of your immediate group, maybe to the boss, the results can be pressure from the boss to get your act together, go take a bath, do all these things, or you're out of here. Now that's pressure. So you have it within yourself to do what's necessary to make sure that your coworkers like you. Show up on time. Be one of those people that actually lightens their load. Be friendly. Have a smile. Compliment your coworkers on jobs that they're doing. Some may not appreciate that. It may mean nothing to some people, but it could mean the world to somebody else. Do these sorts of things, and you'll find that your relationships at work will improve. You'll have more friends at work, and work will be more fun to do. It'll be a place you will look forward to going versus going there with knots in your stomach because you're going to walk into a building and people don't like you. Now, you may be the kind of person who has had this happen to you with the last several jobs that you have had. And you may be thinking, well, it's always my coworkers. No, if that's the case, if that same situation happens at every job you go to, then it is you. And you have to think about that. What is it about me that's causing this everywhere I go? And it doesn't hurt for you to, if you have someone who is close enough to you to be honest with you, ask that person, hey, what is it about me that's so unlikable? Because I have no friends at work. If there's someone you can talk to about that, and tell that friend to say, look, if it busts my chops, hit me. Please be honest with me. Tell me. I want to fix myself so I can have more friends at work, so I can have a better job. because, hey, you're at work 8 to 10 hours a day, unless you're just a part-time person who doesn't want to work very much. But if you're a full-time employee somewhere, you're working 40 to 60 hours a week. And you may see these people in other venues outside of work, and just life can be horrible, right? So those are ways that you can get your coworkers and colleagues to like you. And I hope that it works for you. Well, I'm Greg with Job Tips and Straight Talk. Please subscribe, like, share, do all those great things. Hit the bell so you don't miss out on future videos, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.